Selamat datang from Singapore. Today it's November 20th, Sunday, just 10:30 in the morning, and now I'm gonna go to Malaysia. Specifically Johor Bahru, or some people call it JB, to continue my journey. Well, there are like several ways to cross this busiest Malaysian Singapore border, but now what I'm going to do is by public transport. In my case, I'm from Chinatown, because the border, it's not accessible by MRT. There are no mass rapid transit which goes to the Woodlands train checkpoint, where I'm going to cross the border to Malaysia. So instead, from Chinatown, you have to take the MRT, the downtown line, which has already go to the downtown as the first stop, then all the way 18 stops to Bayfront, Promenade, Bugis, Rochor, Little Indian, Newton, Stevens, Botanic Gardens, Tan Kang, Key, 6th Avenue, King Albert Park, Beauty World, Hillview, and then the final stop of this downtown line is Bukit Panjang. So that is one stops, and then first stop it's Telok Ayer. Then second one it's downtown, and then Bayfront, number 4 Promenade, number 5 Bugis, number 6 Rochor, number 7 Little India, number 8 it's Newton, and then number 9 it's Stevens, number 10 Botanic Gardens, number 11 is Tan Kang Key, number 12 6th Avenue, number 13 King Albert Park, number 14 Beauty World, number 15 Hillview, and then number 16 Cashew, and then number 17 is Bukit Panjang. So yes, from Chinatown, 17 all stops on downtown line to Bukit Panjang. Then I'm going to change the bus, which brings me directly from Bukit Panjang to the Woodlands train checkpoint, where I'm going to cross the border from Singapore, obviously at Woodlands, to Malaysia, to Johor Bahru, or again specifically JB. See you there. So I already bought the bus at Bukit Panjang station, which will bring me, it's bringing me to the Woodlands train checkpoint, where I'm going to cross the Singapore Malaysia border. On the buses to the border also, there are no racks or luggage. It's just a normal bus, so I have to, that's my big one, that's my small luggage, and my own backpack, which is pretty annoying, but it's alright. Today is November 20th, Sunday again. Not many people on the bus this morning, so that's all good for me. So I'm already at the Woodlands train checkpoint station. Honestly, it's a bit risky to do photography and recording here, because normally at the border it's kind of restricted to do so. Anyway, the time now it's 11:43 in the morning. The train I'm going to take is the Shuttle Tebrau 78, which departs at 12:30, and the gate opens 40 minutes before and closes like 20 minutes, which basically, for my case, it opens between 11:50 to 12:10. So basically, it's still like several minutes. Some time for me to line up and wait the kind of so, because my line it's at the front, and then it goes U-shaped all the way to the back, and then you scan your passport to board the train, operated obviously by KTMB, from Woodlands CIQ train checkpoint here in Singapore to JB Sentral in Malaysia. COVID-19 restriction wise, there are no longer any restrictions, like apart obviously you've got COVID, but there are no longer vaccination, testing and quarantine requirements to travel like from elsewhere internationally to Malaysia. That includes even from Singapore to Malaysia in the road border. So before the train, I'm gonna depart in around 5 minutes. Let me go through the seat features. So my seat, it's 3C. It's obviously aisle seat. You don't have a coat, but you have a holder. You have a tray table. You can't move it back and forth, and you can't fold it in half. There is a leg rest over here. Note that you don't reserve seat on Shuttle Tebrau, so you just first come first serve your seat, and there are no luggage storage space on this Shuttle Tebrau, so I have to technically occupy my neighboring seat 3D as well. The window seat, so that's my large luggage, the small luggage, and also my bag. There is no headrest, so you can't adjust, but you have a hand holder between two seats. There is a large window that you may want to close it, if that's too bright for you. I think somewhere of the train, between every cabin part of the train, you have toilet for males and females as well. As you can see, the seat for the Shuttle Tebrau is first come first serve, so some passengers, if they are late to board the train, they are unlucky enough they have to stand for the remaining of the journey. But again, it's going to be quite short because it's just 2 kilometers between Woodlands and Johor, as if Hong Kong and Shenzhen. So Hong Kong and Shenzhen, so standing for a few moments shouldn't be a big matter. But again, I'm luckily enough to grab the seat for me at whatever card at 3C aisle with my 3D window seat with my 1 large, 1 small luggage and my bag. And train is about to depart.
Sekali aku letak kat blok sebelum COVID. Lepas tu ni dah buka, mula letak kat blok je. Dekat rumah siapa tau, ini ada kayu lah bawah. Dia tidak ada sekat ni lah. So kat dalam rumah dia letak. Lepas tu sekarang aku tengok di Sentral dah kan, ini Sentral lah dekat. Jangan sampai pada rumah tu nak naik dia Sentral. Abang ada mulut dia. Aku tengok lah, kadang-kadang memang rasa dengan motor juga. Tapi aku tak pilih dengan aku tak pilih. Tapi selalu salah masuk. Berapa kali dia salah masuk. Masuk Malaysia. dah betul. Ya. baru dah hotel tu kita boleh jual. Ramai pun tak cari apa tadi. Oh tadi ya. Duduk dalam ada.
如果他的200多，跟你的400没有差到这样啊，你本来等去也没事。
ambil sini lah. Ambil sini.
对，如果机场不一样啊，他们是上一趟，然后不是上很多的。
Aku tunjuk lah. Saya dah tahu lah. Bila dia tahu dia di sini. Suku ada. Kau besar kan dia. Aku je tak ada lah kerja. Oh sabar. Sabar. Siapa pun sama kita. Ya, ada di ini KTMB pula. Hari-hari mabuk nak layan dengan diorang bergaduh ni.
So yes, selamat datang Malaysia. I'm already at Johor Bahru, JB Sentral. As you can see, I just left the station from right up there. So basically at just now at Woodlands CIQ, assume that you already have your ticket. Well, actually, you don't really need to show your ticket, even though you bought the ticket, because your passport is your ticket. So you would, the staff at Woodlands CIQ will scan your passport first. Then you would do both Singaporean and Malaysian customs, even though at Singaporean border. So which means at Woodlands CIQ, you would do the immigration, the customs to leave Singapore. Then at the same time, after doing so, at the same place, at Woodlands CIQ, then you would do the immigration procedures to enter Malaysia. So you will legally leave Singapore and then enter Malaysia despite you are still actually in Singaporean land, Singapore border. Then fun thing, when just now I clear immigration for Malaysia just now, even though at Woodlands CIQ, the officer, because probably they saw my HKSAL passport, so he asked me my travel history, like for example how long I'm gonna stay here in Johor. I said 2 nights or so, but I guess that's their responsibility to ensure why and when, etc. I am traveling. So basically it's their responsibility to make sure my travel details and my honesty then to board the train. Note that you do not reserve seat on Shuttle Tebrau. Again, it's first come, first serve. So I'm luckily enough to have my seat with my what I'm wearing, my bag, and one big, one small luggage. But otherwise, you will have to stand. But it doesn't really matter because it only takes around like 5 minutes between Woodlands CIQ and JB Sentral, which is around like 2 kilometers. Again, you know, it's just the feeling, you know, Hong Kong and Shenzhen, because it's just, you know, Malaysian Singaporean border at here, Woodlands CIQ, Woodlands and Johor. It's like one river apart, just like Hong Kong, Shenzhen, as well. And yeah, again, I'm already at Johor Bahru, JB Sentral. So that's a wrap of this KTMB Shuttle Tebrau 78 on today, November 20th, Sunday, from Woodlands CIQ to JB Sentral. It's my first time Yolo solo to cross the country by road transport, such as this time by train. Hopefully you guys will enjoy this like video, and it might be helpful if you're traveling, you know, from Woodlands from Woodlands to Johor, or the other way around from Johor to Woodlands whatsoever. Apologies if the flow of the content might be a bit unusual, because you know you can't really film when you're clearing customs. Like you can't film obviously when you're clearing Singaporean and Malaysian customs, despite you are actually in like a Singaporean land, Singaporean border also. But anyway, as long as you like left the train at JB Sentral, then you are like good to go, because you already cleared immigration for Malaysia at Woodlands, which is like on Singaporean land. And now again, I'm already at Johor Bahru. So that's the end of the video. Hopefully you guys will appreciate by not only give a like to this video and subscribe to this channel, and as always follow my Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat and Twitter, so you guys won't miss out, especially like my stay here in Johor Bahru or simply in JB Malaysia. And I will see you guys in the next video, so stay tuned.